Bam. And we are back for the third time, bro. Third time. Yeah, it's official. It's official. No more flukes. Unquantized is back. Man, that's what's going on. And it's a holiday weekend going on. Bruh. We still working.
Hey, I'm excited. Yeah. It's weird though. It's like I feel like the holidays, I don't be knowing when to take a break. It's like I'm supposed to be chilling, but then I also feel like I'm supposed to do something. And then I got a DJ too, so it's like
that's one of the things about being a producer too. It's not like a 9 to 5 type of thing where you could just, all right, it's time to clock out. It's a holiday. You have to really force yourself to not do this.
That's right. And bro, have you seen a clip? Shout out to Teron from Rock City. Have you seen his interviews?
I've probably seen a couple, but which one?
So he was on a podcast. His name is David. I can't think of his podcast name. He used to have a store in Cumberland Mall. His name is David. Really good podcaster. But Teron from Rock City, the songwriter, is on there. And he was talking about how people will go to the studio and just be wanting vibes, but they forget that this is their job. Like, he's like, bro, y'all want to smoke, y'all want to drink, but like, bro, this is your job. You have to show up. And
1,000,000%.
Sometimes, bro, on the holidays, bro, I gotta cook. You know what I mean? I gotta be over here sending files and stuff. But
yeah,
and so I mean, it's good. Sometimes it's great because it's like you get the flexibility every other time. But sometimes DJing and producing is kind of trash on the holidays because when everybody else celebrating, I'm in the back. I'm over there. Mix master.
Yo, yeah, DJing. But I mean, you also the one making money at the joint. That's everybody else there spending money, or at minimum not making any money. That man getting paid, and you get to listen to the same good music that the people that's not getting paid listen to.
That is facts.
So, yeah, no, shout out to you. But that's something for real. A lot of people forget that this is a job, or you should want it to be a job eventually one day.
So you got to treat it like it.
Yeah,
you can't just be like. It's like how we was talking about with the marketing. Like, people don't invest. They don't realize how much work is involved in a lot of the stuff. So it's like their expectations are kind of off.
Yeah.
And it's like, even with songs, like, bro, it was like a common thing where people would be like, yo, I want you to help me with my music career. And I would tell everybody, make 100 songs and come back. And people would get mad about it. I'm like, bro, no, that's literally great advice. Because you're going to learn so much through 100 songs. You're going, what you thought, because people would be like, oh, I got a hit song. And then it ain't a hit song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's only a hit to you. So it's like, make 100 more. You're going to learn a bunch of stuff and then apply that, you know?
That's a fact. You know what doesn't get talked about a lot, too, is the mindset that you have to have when switching from being a hobbyist producer to actually making it your job.
That's
before you get on that professional side, to a lot of people, it seems great. And I could tell by how people talk to me, and you probably heard the same thing. Man, you get to sit home all day. You get to mess with music and all that. Man, it is not that. I mean, it is that, but a lot comes along with that. And you kind of have to get ready for the mindset shift, or you're going to start to hate it. And
definitely,
that's the only downfall that I see people not really paying attention to. This is a thing you love. Once something like that becomes a job, unless you got things set up properly, you are going to grow to hate it. Even if they are set up properly, you're going to have moments where you hate it. You hate doing it, where you used to just love it.
Yeah, because it's different when you got to pay bills with it. And then you done played 10 beats for somebody and they tell you skip in the first 3 seconds. Bro, it's that hard. Bro, that's such a painful moment. Because you be like, bro, I spent 2 hours working on this beat. And then you hear 2 seconds of it, like, now skip. Like, bro, you ain't even let it drop, dog. You don't even know where I'm going. Like, no, skip.
Nah. What's worse?
I hate you.
They locked in and they tell you immediately to skip, or they just be on their phone.
Ooh, that's the worst. I don't like the phone ones. I'd rather somebody just be like, just skip.
Yeah.
But at least let the beat drop. At least get the direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that is unnerving, bro. When people, you could tell when somebody, like, even before you started playing beats, either their day ain't right or their vibe with you ain't right, or they just don't care. It's nothing worse than when you already know. You could just feel this person is just off right now. You're like, I'm about to waste all my time. And sure enough, you hit play and you're like, next. Yeah. Like, you know what? Why not just come back another day? Yeah. I would like to tell people though too, sometimes, and you don't have to always be discouraged, because a lot of times you're playing the right beat for the wrong person. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of times, especially if you don't know the person, you can often be playing the right beats for the wrong person. So don't get discouraged and don't think that those beats are absolutely trash. Well, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people start telling you.
Yeah, and you might want to get back to
Yeah.
You know what people I think people do what's wrong is like, say for example, if I'm about to go, I'm going to studio with Drake, right? I think what people mess up is they try to make songs that they think Drake has done before, and not what he's going to do. They're not trying to meet him where he's, because most of the time you're not going to be repeating the same type of song. It's going to be a variation, but they're trying to move on to something different. So it's like, but if you're giving Meek Mill like 20 Meek Mill beats, it's like, yeah, he's probably not going to pick it because it's like he's already kind of done that a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's like following those trends to a T, I kind of feel like throws you off a little bit. You got to be more creative, and that's how you get those pockets.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot, man. In my experience, it's a crapshoot because sometimes some people, let me scoot up a little bit. Sometimes some artists do tend to repeat themselves, and here's how I figure out when they're going to repeat themselves and when they're going to change styles. If I'm playing beats for them, they're going to do the opposite of whatever I'm doing. If I play them beats in their style, they're going to swear they're going in a total different direction. If I play something different, and like it's not really my vibe. That's not how it always seems to go in the opposite direction. It's really a crapshoot. So if you anchor yourself to doing your style, and then I mean the rest is you could kind of figure it out. You could do a little bit of research. Maybe you got an insight to the person that would know a little bit more. But bro, it's up and down. It's always crazy.
So you saying it's basically you just gotta kind of like the secret. It's like the beats you hate are the ones that take off. So we just gotta start pretending all the great beats we really hate them. We just pretend, and then we manifest those as placement. That's how. Yeah, I get it. So Pharrell is just really great at hating the beats he loves. There we go. I figured it out.
Hey, I tried to do that as a tactic one time. It did not work. My tactic was, I'm like, all right, I got this one beat that I know is the joint. I'm gonna go ahead. It's gonna come on for like 1 second. I'm gonna skip past it. I'm gonna go to the next one. And then, because people always be like, wait, go back to that? Man, I did that one time and the person didn't say go back to it.
Soul crush it.
I'm like, damn.
That's the one you lose sleep over. You like, dang.
Facts.
Dang.
Did not work. Listen, I've done it all. I feel like it's been smooth sailing for me compared to what I hear other people have been through, but still, I've been through them things where people want to skip and then they don't pick the joint. That's the life of a producer, though. Yeah.
Ricky Stewart, No Dream. You know what I'm saying?
It's a high level joke in there.
That was one of the ones. That's a producer's producer joke. You know?
Nah, you got that off. You got that off.
No,
man.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, all right. No, you sound like you got a spicy topic.
Well, okay, so I went to the club last night. Shout out to B Cox. I was over at Ladies Love R&B, right?
Yes, sir.
I ran into two people that I was so excited. One is like, everybody's going to understand why I was so excited. The other person, it was so funny running into him. So the first person, Missy Elliott. She was there, or she was in the cut. It was her birthday. Aura is crazy, bro. You know how some people, when they walk in the room, it's just different?
Yeah.
They was like, Missy Elliott's in there, the vibe changed. Everybody's like, whoa, what do we do? Like, it was like that kind of drink. Like, how do we act?
No, what do we do? Is my random man okay?
It's like, yeah, so it's crazy because she's like, I feel like people love Missy, but it's like seeing how much people love Missy, bro, in person is like crazy, bro. I feel like people are just nervous. And she just seems so nice. You know, every time I've been around, she's super chill, super nice.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
But it's like, I feel like people was on like some like, do I pass out? Do I chill? What do I do? Let me be cool. You know what I mean? Like it was on that kind of vibe. But then the second person I ran into, I was sitting there, I was chilling. I said, Brian, I know that's not who I think it is. It's so from the One Song Podcast, Dolly. Right? I don't know if y'all ever seen that podcast, but I'm a huge fan. I was nerding out, bro. I was so excited to see him in the club. I probably told him 20 times I love the content. We had a conversation about the Neptunes because I had a NERD hat on. Super cool dude, man. Super chill. I was excited. So hopefully one day we could get a collab, cross pod collab going on. But
dog, that would be so fire. We could talk about all types of stems. We could talk about shout out to luxury.
Bro, I got a video I want to make about interpolation. I realized the other day. I'm actually gonna do that this week.
Maybe. Hey, go ahead.
We'll see.
Nah, that's fire. That sounds like good times, bro. Good times. Yo, it's funny. The flex is crazy. Like, so I'm saying to Brian Michael Cox, who was that over there? Nah, I know. Shout out to B Cox too.
Shout out to
Hey, did you see that Complex did the top hip hop duos list?
Oh gosh.
So they did the list. This is actually probably the best Complex list I've ever seen.
Okay. I was worried.
The only thing is the debate that sparked after it was Mobb Deep is number 2 and Outkast is number 1. So of course there's the back and forth between who should be number 1, Outkast or Mobb Deep. I love both of them equally. And I sat and I thought about it, and I love Outkast and Mobb Deep equally. Now, I'm from Virginia, like you. I live in Atlanta, like you. And I'm here to tell the people, Outkast is number 1.
Oh yeah,
I don't care what you say.
I didn't even think it was a competition.
No,
I was, and no, again, no disrespect to Mobb Deep. I love Mobb. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Outkast
It's definitely Outkast. And listen, I am a boom bap connoisseur, so I don't want anybody saying anything to me about Mobb Deep. I had Juvenile Hell on cassette. Some people got to throw that in Google Translate because you don't even know what I just said right there. So don't come at me. My hip hop card is certified. I might as well get it tattooed on me. So, but what it comes down to me, both groups, they're so evenly matched, but yet completely different from each other. So when it comes to like lyrics and all that, you got Andre, Big Boy's dope too, but Mobb Deep rap totally different, but still like super dope. Big Boy got a crazy voice. Prodigy, Recipes, crazy voice. Havoc, crazy on production. Dungeon Family, crazy on production. It's so evenly matched that you have to start going to other things. And here's where the Mobb Deep side of fans get mad, is because the Outkast side goes to, they had bigger hits and they were more globally known, which is very true. When it comes down to a hip hop conversation, that's not really the criteria that you want to go on. But when the groups, at least in my opinion, are so evenly matched, you have to start going to other things. So, but shout out.
It's like when Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was both going for the MVP. You gotta start looking at like the intangibles, like, you know what I mean? Who's rebounding? Who got the hustle? Like, you know what I mean? It's not just
No, you went there. This is a great time for me to point out to anybody out there who didn't know. I don't watch basketball. I don't. I feel like I lost some card by saying that, but
I was a late bloomer, bro. I only started watching basketball because I lost in 2K, and I was so mad that I lost in 2K, and I didn't understand basketball that I started watching basketball to beat my friend.
I remember when you started watching basketball. It was like 3 years ago, something like that, right?
Yeah. Well, it's a little longer than that now, but okay. I only started watching basketball for that whole point of just to be my friend in basketball and 2K. That was it.
Now listen.
Now I'm a fan. Now I watch every game.
You got it. Shout out to the NBA.
Now let me ask you this: who is number 3 on the list for the duos?
I don't remember. I
wonder who's like 39. That's got to be a stinger.
I only heard the top 10. I don't even know how big the list was, but I do remember the top 10. I remember number 10 was MOP. And
it sounds crazy. I don't know why I thought it was about 4 of them. I don't know why. I don't know why. I thought it was more than 2. I don't know why.
Hey man, it's okay.
Maybe it's the energy.
They sound like a whole a group of people.
Like, why am I getting yelled at all the time? Calm down.
Yeah, I just got jumped by these 4 dudes on this song. Yeah, that's what MOP sounds like. For sure. And your boy, real quick, your boy kind of beat the case a little bit.
Yeah, and y'all haven't. I mean, I'm sure it's all over. But did he got? Is it acquitted the right word?
Probably not. I don't know. I know some charges were dropped and only 2 stuck, and it was good times.
Yeah, they were the light ones.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna do time served, probably do a couple, do some kind of time, but I don't think it's gonna be heavy.
Listen, man, and this isn't a political podcast, this isn't a court podcast, but I will say the prosecution did a horrible job. Whatever they were supposed to be proved, they proved that my man was freaky. And everybody knew that. It was, I feel like it was just a public humiliation thing, and they thought they were going to ruin his reputation. But the thing is, a person can be hated, and as time goes on, often the roles reverse. I think we talked about this the other day real quick on the phone. We were talking about like R. Kelly. It went from burn him at the stake to not listening to that, or you better not put that on, to like, all right, you can play one song. To
2 songs.
Yeah, we want Ridicule down, full blast back at it. And now it's like, you know what? No, he deserves to be number 1 on the list of the you know what? He should probably come home. Yeah. It's like that with this joint to some degree. If it wasn't for the Cassie video, man, your boy would be he'd be doing great. But that's that once people saw that, that's irreparable. But Hey man, shout out to
I
him.
think either he should get quiet or he just gotta lean in and drop records like crazy. I would just you just gotta do one or the other, bro.
Sit down, bro. For a while. Sit down. That's what I would do.
But
personally.
I do think that hits can bring people back. And we've seen it through time. If you agree or not, we've seen that someone has some controversy, they catch a hit, and they back. So I'm not saying it's done for them, but I do feel like, bro, the brand of Rico's, like the branding for those, like when I hear Rico, I'm not as intimidated as it was.
No.
Before it was like you heard Rico, and it was like whoever get catching Rico, they're done for.
Right.
Now
that was scary.
Like,
right. Oh, it's just a Rico. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right. If you got Brian Steele, what's that dude name? Is that just
yeah, Brian Steele,
Yeah.
Gee.
They gonna make movies about him.
Dog, he going crazy out here. But yeah, with Puff, now Puff has a different advantage, in my opinion, because he can put stuff out. He could put other people's stuff out and then kind of like be behind the scenes on it. And if it blows up, he could kind of start, Puff executive produced that. It's like, oh, for real? And then kind of just come back out to the forefront.
He just gonna start whispering to that instead of take that. Like, tuck that in the bag. We don't want people hearing that.
Somebody hears them. Did you hear that? Rewind that. Did you hear that?
Why do I keep hearing bottles clink in my left ear? Tag this pants super hard to the left. Like you ain't gonna get the full tag yet. Y'all ain't gonna get the stereo. Y'all just gonna get one side.
Yo, that's incredible. That's incredible. But yeah, we'll see. I think he gets sentenced on October 3rd. So yeah, so I guess, and he got denied bail. So I'm assuming you gotta still sitting there until October. Yeah, but I mean, compared to with that news, it seemed like people like that's no problem. October will be here tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
I'll be good. I can't wait. I'm just do push-ups till October.
Dang. Well, speaking of court trouble, what a segue. No, let me stop. Oh man, I feel like we and Oracle had a conversation about this. That I don't want this to become we're gonna bash Timbaland podcast.
Yeah, right.
But Tim keeps doing so much stuff, bro. I'm like, bro, please. I don't want to report on you anymore. I don't even want to talk about it no more. I don't even. But he keeps doing stuff, bro, and it's in 4K, bro.
Yeah,
it's such
saying
clear.
It's in 4K is crazy. But you're right. I don't want any more Tim stories. But every week we come here and it's a new one.
So let me give everybody the rundown. So the source is Curtis King TV. He interviews this girl. I think her name is Zara. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Zara.
I thought it was Zara.
Okay.
Partners will be getting it wrong.
Yeah, my bad. Because I'm not gonna front. That's the first time I've seen that name. It's pretty cool though. I rock it with it. It's cool. It stands out. So Curtis King interviews this girl, lady, and she talks about her situation with Timbaland, right? She plays a song for Timbaland. Tim is, expressing how excited he is. She continues to play music. She plays a super personal song of hers for Tim, right? And he compares it to Whitney Houston, says all this different stuff, right? And it says he's going to hook her up, get her on the radar, a bunch of other stuff. He's going
to go in there with her.
Exactly. Yeah. And then at some point, she finds out about a video with Creator God, who is Timbaland's collaborator. And it's an AI-generated song that sounds very much like her. And she has a very kind of unique tone and voice, right? So it's like, you know how some people, their voice just cuts through and they have a certain warmth to their voice. It's like, know that voice. Yeah. So it feels like when you hear the AI, it's very distinct. So that's where it kind of throws things off, right? And so, especially coming from the K-Fresh situation to now, it's not a great look at all. It's a horror. The timing is so bad, bro.
No, bro. Once again, just terrible rollout.
Yeah.
Just anything that could have went wrong. So much oversight. Just so much oversight. So many. Listen, hindsight is 2020, but a lot of this stuff was like, come on, man. Like nobody thought bad idea to do this or do that. Or, I don't understand how all of that happened. Like I said, I don't want to see any more Tim AI news and controversy. But if it happens to happen, one is surprised because a lot of this stuff was done already, and people are just now finding out about it. And that's the problem about it. It's not even like he's committing new infractions every week. People are just finding out about old infractions every week.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Yeah, and I will say, I watched part of the interview. She seems like a very smart woman. She seems very articulate because she played it very well. I feel like some people could kind of get upset in those moments, which is understandable. I felt like she played it very smart of like, look, respect. I just don't like that. I don't, respect me being a creator. So I feel like she played it well. She kept the doors open because I mean, that's something I feel like people don't talk about. It's hard, especially in business and music business, that sometimes you can't burn the bridge. As much as you want to stick up for yourself, it's like you got to have some kind of professionalism, right? It's like when certain people talk about NBA players and they're not in the league and it's like, oh, they're the best player. And it's like, oh, they weren't professional. They weren't handling business well, right? And sometimes it's the same thing with music. If you're not like a great business person or people think you're going to spaz out every time, they don't want to do business with you, even if it's not involved with them. They see you do spazzing out, they're gonna be like, ah. So I thought she handled it like a pro. She might have a lawsuit on her hands. We don't know, but hopefully this brings some light to her situation and K Fresh. I hope that I hope because of this situation, people see them and then be like, oh, they're dope, and begin to work with them.
Yeah, she's fire. She was really, like you said, she was really positive during the interview. And she, man,
she's dope.
She is incredible. Now, I have a question. Not to dig deeper into this, but is that Tata?
Yeah.
Come on, it's a legit question. That's a legit question.
Yeah, and how much? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I will say, Tim has a great ear. Tim can find some talent. You know what I mean? He has a great ear for talent. Everybody that is involved in these things, when I hear it, I'm like, man, that's the great music. It's just I'm just learning about it for the wrong reasons.
Exactly.
Yeah. And again, this is all alleged. None of this is confirmed. It could be that none of this happened, right? But it's very ironic of how similar this sounds, especially with the K Fresh situation.
Not good.
It's not good, man.
Yeah. It's just not good, man. Hey, listen, man. Prayers to everybody involved. I want this whole debacle to be over with. Just over with, bro.
I think Tim
it's crazy.
He got to step away from AI. I think no matter what he does, it's not gonna go over well, bro. I think he got to step away from it, sit back, go make some beats, man. We want Timbaland go make a project, make some avant-garde beats where we don't understand why you sampled.
Break out the ASR.
Yeah, go sample a washing machine or something. Like, do something fun. Like, I don't want to hear. I don't like AI Tim. Like, and it's not even that I don't like, bro. I'm a huge fan of AI in a way. So it's like it's not even the AI that's the part. It's the misuse of AI that I don't like. You know what I mean? And it's like
it's not about it's so far removed from Timbaland and the music when it comes to AI. It's Timbaland and the controversy when it comes to AI. So it's like if you just do once again, bro, man, you do what you want. Some type of music that just does not currently involve you using any type of AI, that the people will feel good about that.
And it'll all the way analog.
Yeah,
pull out the drums. Look, you get a pencil, a cup, a lunch table.
Nah, no bull. Listen, get the ASR, put it right on the table. Why there's nothing around it, no computer.
You know what they're gonna say? It's an AI video. AI video. Damn it. It's done. He's a rap. It's fake. Fake video.
Fake video. Fake video.
Fake news.
It's a video Timbaland not using AI. We don't believe it. Like, come on, man. Good God. Yeah, that's funny.
Have you seen those videos where people are like, yeah, I put this prompt in Suno and then they play a Timbaland beat? Bro, those are hilarious, bro. The internet is so hilarious, bro.
Somebody did a compilation of those. I was like, dog, super hilarious.
Yeah,
super hilarious.
Internet's gonna make fun of it. Like, the world could be ending. We're gonna we're gonna joke about this though. I'm gonna get these memes off.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, real cool. Speaking of Suno, I don't know if you saw this. They acquired this tool, this AI product called Wave Tool, which I tried years ago, bro. I remember I told you about this, and I don't know if you messed with it, but it's an AI DAW where you could type. You could be like, yo, give me hi-hats 1/16th, right? And it would like program it for you. So Suno just acquired them.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not on board. I love AI, but I think it's just coming from the wrong people. The examples are just being shown in the wrong way. Like, it's a very smart thing and it's a very technical thing. And I want someone to intelligently explain it and show it in a way where it just doesn't completely remove all the human stuff altogether. Right now, it's coming from people, either you're like, that's a person I respect, but they're doing wrong, or who the hell is this person? And they're saying things like, hey, all you got to do is say, make a beat. And now you have a beat. You don't even have to care about music. Like, no intelligence, no nuance, no nothing. It's super ham-fisted and just, come on, bro. What is going on?
Suno seems like one of those companies that it's in an evil lair somewhere. Like it's in a cave
in
somewhere.
A cave. Why is it always in a cave?
They got all these like photos of like real musicians and guitars on the wall with X's over them. Like, oh, damn
Hendrix.
Guitars.
Hendrix, man.
Guitar Center's going down.
Yeah, bro.
He got an origin story. Oh, that dude, bro, he probably got a crazy, he probably missed a musical chair. You know, like when you make a second chair for like violin or something.
I was almost first chair. He missed that. What's the reason why he missed the joint, the competition with the first chair?
He got a flat tire on the way.
Yeah, they just ruined them.
I almost made the marching band, but before the teachers tripped me up and I twisted my ankle, leaving me permanently scarred.
He got sick at band camp, had to go home.
Now he has a personal vendetta against real music. I'm like, bro, calm down.
I'm gonna ruin music from the inside.
Suno seems like it's just like it's one of the rare companies that just has like a evil. I don't want to say evil, but it just seems like such a negative vibe around it. Where it's like, I don't want any product from Suno. If anything is affiliated with Suno, I'm like, ew. It's weird.
The whole thing is just tainted. The aura of the company is tainted. You got to go save puppies from a burning building to change this around.
You know what Suno reminds me of?
What?
You remember when they had the green ketchup and the purple ketchup? It's a cool concept, but I don't like this delivery. I don't like how this is packaged. Something about this makes my stomach hurt.
Peanut butter and jelly in one jar.
That's Suno. Suno's like, I like the idea kind of, but something went wrong here. You know? Yeah.
Oh, we having too much fun. That was a tear right there. Yeah, hey, shout out to Suno. Please turn it around. Y'all are too smart for this. Y'all are way too smart for this, bro. Man, speaking of AI and all of that stuff, I got two algorithm types of topics, and I want your opinion on these things. Number one, do you think that producers now are producing more for the algorithm than actually for themselves or doing what they want? Like, it doesn't have to be making a beat specifically like, oh, this is going to be a TikTok beat, but just certain subtle things I see people doing is leaning more towards the algorithm and getting the algorithm's favor. And it's so incremental. But now, if you look at just beat making videos, let's say that beat making videos, they're all kind of shifting a little bit. You could just kind of tell it's the algorithm, bro.
How do I say this? Okay, how do I? Because again, I'm not shooting shots at people. What's my homie's name? And I like his content other than these one videos. His name's Simon. Simon, what's my word?
Servita?
Simon Servita. First of all, I like his content. Those time things where he does the speed runs, when he does it, it's cool.
Right.
All the 20 other people doing these 10-second beat speed runs, I hate it, bro. I don't want to see you make Crank That Soldier Boy in 10 seconds. Why? Why am I watching this? Stuff like that is like, it's for the algorithm. It's no, and I might be sounding like an old man, like, all these kids doing these dumb challenges, you know, but like, it's no creativity. Because like, what am I getting from this? It's not even that you're making an original beat. It's not that it's just you're clicking stuff really fast. And it's like watching people do the Rubik's Cube or something. But it's like, I get it, but it's just for but it works. So I understand why they keep doing it. Right. So it's like, part of me is like, I get it. Views. Yeah. It's like a series. I just don't like how everybody copies this. It's one person, it works for two people. Everybody's copying it. And it's like, bro, no, let them have their thing. You go figure something else out.
Precisely. You killed it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. When people doing things for the algorithm when it comes to making music. It's like a chef that can cook really well, but nobody cares about chefs that can cook really well. So when he brings it to your table, he set it on fire and it sparklers and shit. You're like,
Salt Bay, right?
I don't want I don't need fire. Like, no one cares about my food unless I set it on fire and do a backflip. And it's like, damn, this is annoying, bro. This is really annoying.
And this is really sidebar. Does nobody have an issue with Salt Bay's ashy as elbow being in a salt in a food? Like,
it's from the salt, bro. This is from the salt.
Like, why it tastes like dead skin in here? Like Johnson and Johnson. Why my steak taste like?
Right, nah. Hey, when I come back next time, it should taste like shea butter. Put some damn lotion on your
It's like baby powder here. What is going on with this steak?
Yo, also, all right, since we're there, I don't care what type of podcast this is. We going off the rails. I'm done with hibachi. I've reached the age where I'm done with hibachi restaurants.
Yeah,
I just want the food, man. I'm going to sit at a regular table and just bring me the cooked meal. Don't give me the onion volcano and the choo-choo train, all of that. I don't want to see you try to embarrass some dude by asking if you could throw a shrimp in his mouth.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Yeah. Yeah, I know the ketchup thing is not real and you're going to do the thing in the string pop. We know, bro. I've been here 50
I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. I don't want to do it again. And then I remember, damn, I got a kid.
Oh yeah, you
He's only one, but eventually.
Some Benihana.
Oh, man.
She love a Benihana. She loved the volcano. All the things I hate, that's what she's there for. That's the thing she's looking forward to. She's like, onion volcano, run it. That's what she care about.
Just give me my food, man. Just give me my food. But yeah, so but yeah, stop creating for the algorithm. It's basically
that's like on a song on like a Neptune's bridge. And it's like we just go somewhere so super random, then you get back, you're like, hey, how did we get here? That's what that was, you know?
Oh, facts. I was listening to the Khalees album the other day too, just randomly. Such a great album.
Shout out Khalees, man.
Yes.
Khalees I had such a crush on her, man.
Yeah. Hey.
Great albums.
Yeah.
All of them, bro. Even when she went to the house kind of vibe, I was rocking with it. I like Khalees, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, that first album, it just sounded like a moment in music, bro. It just sounded like a moment. And it's funny, we don't get those moments now. And it kind of goes back to the feed thing. With everybody's feed being curated exactly to what they want, everything is so disjointed that there are no more shared moments. There was a time when everyone watched the same TV shows at the same time. You listened to the same album when it came out at the same time for the same length of time that it ran on the radio. And things had shared moments. And that is part of what makes things timeless. And that's part of what makes things, a hit or just a memory. And we're losing memories because everybody's operating in their own little bubble with their own little feed. And it's just getting more and more disjointed and separated every day. And we see less and less hits every day. Music has less and less sticking power every day. Movies don't even come to the movie theater anymore. And a lot of it is because there are no more shared moments.
I wish I knew who said it so I could credit them. But they said Splice made everybody too good. I miss regional janky beats. And bro, that is such a crazy but great take. Like,
yes,
bro, I miss when music was very regional. Like when everything had a sound. Like, all the beats from like the bass sounded like when I hear a Rick Rock beat, I know what.
Yes. Yes, bro.
It makes me. I hear Battle Cat. It makes me feel like I'm in LA. Before I even got to LA, I knew what LA looked like because I heard a Battle Cat beat. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So it's like I miss those moments when like you heard something and it took you to a place. Now I feel like everything is just almost like you said, it's for the algorithm. It's like a mashup. Like no one's done rock and roll and country and hip hop, so we're gonna do a black. It's like the analytics say this is popular, this is popular. We're gonna mash them together, and it's like. It's not genuine. It doesn't feel like
it's not. And originality kind of was better or things just sounded better when people didn't know how other people were doing things. You had to kind of figure it out, or you knew one person or two people, but now everybody, same tutorial, same splice loops, same everything. And not a whole bunch of push in anybody to really want to be different because everybody wants to succeed.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to be different, bro. I'm not trying to create a sound. I just want to win. And in this day and age, what is success for a producer now? What is that? It used to be, I want to get signed to a label and, of course, get a huge advance because people didn't know how advances work. But I want to get a huge advance, be signed to a label, make a whole bunch of money, and be famous. What is it now?
Hey, that is a very good question.
Yeah. Does anyone even know?
And again, this is someone that I'm speaking from me not knowing. What is the beat selling market, right? I understand beat stars and all these stuff are very popular. They're always going to be.
Right.
But I feel like it's changed. But I don't understand the new meta. I don't understand what the difference is because I've just been away from it, for so long. But I'm interested to learn what's the difference now over the years because I feel like it's kind of pivoted, and it's moved to a different direction. And I feel like it's going to move again and it's going to be a different pivot soon of like how music is sold and consumed. And I feel like I don't know, man. It's very different. You know what I mean? It's very different.
I also wonder what genres are doing the best when it comes to the selling beats online scene right now. Like, what genres are making the most money or artists buying the most beats from? If you had to guess, what would you think it is? Top two.
Probably trap, just because it's always gonna be the wannabe, trappers turn to rappers that's got a little bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that's always gonna be.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Afrobeat might be second. But not nah.
Nah, all my African homies got.
Hey, listen, all the African homies been had money way before. They ain't got nothing to do with music. They just all got money. Yeah, nah. Shout out to, especially in Atlanta. Come on, bro. It's the motherland. But yeah, I was wondering what genres are doing the best now. Maybe somebody that watched this show, they could answer it. Somebody that's in the trenches living that life.
I do admit, bro, it's something about janky beats. And I always say this, when I say janky beats, I mean it respectfully. Like when I say janky, I think like the Juice Man, Zaytoven, like the 808 is like slightly distorted a little bit. Yeah. And it's like a rough demo mix that you did in the basement. Like those are great. It's a version of Waka Flocka, Oh Let's Do It, and they redid it where it's cleaner, and I hate it. Every time I hear that version, it makes me angry. It's like, no, I want the straight from the basement, distorted, like raw, like, and it's like, I feel like it is true. Everybody has all these AI plugins. We all have all this mastering. Everything is so polished now. And it's like
Go-Go. Studio recorded Go-Go songs.
That sounds crazy. Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Yeah. Go-Go just got to be live off the PA tape with all it just sounds horrible and people can't sing and all of that. But you're right. Everybody is good now. Everybody is good. I even miss when somebody, you remember back in the day, you would see somebody and they were just terrible. They weren't good at making beats, whether they were new or whatever, But like now, nobody's bad at making beats.
It's a bunch of mid.
Yeah, just it's whatever. But like, I haven't heard a terrible beat in a long time.
No, I have.
Man, back before people had
it's a.
You know what? Wait, I gotta say something else about him too. But anyway, back before there was tutorials and YouTube and all of these plugins and all of that, people were left to their own devices and you got good however you got good. And your taste and your knowledge level 100% on display every single beat. And some people, boy, the kicks playing with a snare should play.
Bruh.
I heard Obama use a lead as the bass line, like in the seat. It was bad.
Man. Yeah, he made some milk.
Shout out to Heat Studios.
Yeah, back in the day, all you had was Future Producers and a manual and hoping and wishing. You had to write the thing on Future Producers and wait a week to hope somebody responded to the forum and knew what. Bro, you know how stressful that, bro? I got a motif. I was trying to figure out how to hook it up. I ain't know nobody that knew how to hook it up.
You gotta wait, bro.
Bro, I was sitting there and check refreshing.
Future Producers and Gear Sluts.
Man, Gear Sluts, bro.
Yeah, they changed their name. They rebranded to something else. I forgot. It's something less
slutty
less horrible decision-y.
Like slutty vegan in Atlanta, slutty producer.
Exactly, something like that.
That's like crazy, man.
Damn! Shout out to the forums. But wait, nah, I'm not gonna let this moment pass. You talked about your guy, Lin-Manuel, talented guy. Your man's back with another play. I heard. I cannot remember the name of it, but it's like a rap version of like the Helen Keller story.
Oh, hold on. The name, I gotta find the name.
It's Slam something.
Let the boys be boys. Hold on, I'm about to find it because I said it. I think we talked about it. I was like, yo, what? Hold on, I'm finding it.
Yeah, it was Slam something, and I'm like, because the whole Hamilton thing when Hamilton came out, I never saw Hamilton, but I was like, okay, it's cool. It seems entertaining. I would go see it. Kind of like a one-off, like interesting thing you did there. Then years later, you come with the Lil Wayne beat. I'm like, okay, I'm watching you, buddy. And now it's like, yo, you back on the scene with another rap play? Okay, man.
I couldn't find it.
Man, they took it away. Yeah, it was Slam something.
Yeah, it was. That's why I was like, yeah, if you got a good enough idea, you can sell whatever. If you package it good enough, you can sell whatever. That's what I'm learning. It's all the package.
Yes. And a good reputation and some top tier marketing, man, you can do anything in the world. You could do anything you want.
You gotta think, the dude that made that Fire Festival got sued and they came and did it again, and people still bought the tickets.
They sure did.
That
They
is
sure
such a
did.
like, yeah, I did get scammed.
And they made
But
multiple documentaries about your scamming, and you still were able to come back.
look,
What
I
a
lost
marketer.
everything from the Nigerian prince scammer who emailed me and said I was rich. But this one sounds different, okay? This guy sounds very trustworthy, okay?
He's from Ghana.
And he just needs my social. That's all. That's all he needs, okay?
Right. Not even my birthday. He just need the social.
Yeah, he just
Last
said the
4.
social.
He just want the
Yeah.
last 4.
He said he already got the other. So he already got it. He just need the 4 to confirm.
Yeah, nah, he
That's
good.
crazy.
He good. Dog.
I'm
Yo,
mad I
crazy
can't
world.
find that name though. Did you see
I was
this?
kind of looking too.
Oh, good.
No, I was looking for the same thing
Did
you
you
were
see
looking for.
where Scott Storch was beefing with the Roots?
I did.
That's such a crazy beef, bro. Like,
Hate to say, I've heard him say that before. Yeah, especially the
I hate
part
to see
about one of them. Somebody called him a white devil.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. But a lot of people don't know or forgot he started out with the Roots. You know, and I was a fan of the Roots back then. I've been a fan of the Roots long time, probably since 94, 95, something like that. But looking at him now and looking at them, it's a wonder that he was even part of that group.
Yeah.
What a mismatch of people.
Yeah, they went like totally different paths.
Oh my goodness. So I mean, I almost feel like, yeah, good for y'all for getting away from each other. It just did not seem. It didn't even seem like it matched. Sounded good though.
Man, I tell everybody, I met Scott a couple times. Shout out to Diego. I was with Diego, and Diego used to work with Scott really heavy. One of the most talented people I've ever seen play a piano. Like, Scott playing the piano, if you ever get to witness it, is incredible, bro. Melodies, and his throwaway melodies are better than me sitting there for 20 minutes just trying my best. And he'll just, oh no, I don't like that. Go to the next one. Like, instant.
Yeah.
He just, I feel like other stuff got in his way of his legacy and other stuff. But, I'm glad he's back out working. He seems chill. He seemed like he in a good spot. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping, the best for Scott. Because Scott had a run, bro. He
did. He had a crazy run. Crazy run.
But beefing with Questlove, I'm not saying he beefing with Questlove, but it just seems
right.
Like certain people just seem like, well, why? How do you beef with them?
And you know what's sad though? We live in a time where there are people that are younger than us that are like, why is Scott Storch beefing with the Jimmy Fallon guys?
Right.
Wait, was it Jimmy Fallon? Yeah, Jimmy Fallon. Why is he beefing with the Jimmy Fallon band?
Like, who we about to slide on? They got to play Blippy. You like, wait, what? How?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though.
I mean, I can see it. I can respect. Look.
Listen,
I can respect it.
Me too. Hey, listen, Mika is cool. Blippy's
hold on.
Bit much.
We gotta get real dad talk. Are we talking real Blippy or clone Blippy? Because it's levels. You know what I mean? Real Mika or
so like I like OG Mika.
Same here.
Wait, I like OG Mika.
Yeah.
OG Mika is the dark skin one's the OG one. Right?
No, light skin is the OG.
Oh no, I'm gonna go.
Is the replacement. She the Aunt Viv, bro.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. The OG Mika, if I was a kid, I would like her more. I like the new dark skin clone Mika because she's a little more subdued. The parent in me is like, I can rock with her a little bit more.
I'm so happy my daughter's past that. I'm so happy, man.
I'm just now. Bruh, my son's what, 16 months?
You just getting in the game.
I'm at start. But back to your boy Blippy. I only know one Blippy, but I can imagine I don't like either one of them.
Oh no, yeah, it spoke with all of them, but the original one is the second one. He annoys me because I feel like you're insulting my intelligence by portraying someone and trying to act like I don't realize that you're not the same guy, right? It's like someone wearing a crazy mask and they like, bro, I see you got this crazy mask on. I know you're not Blippy, dog. Stop trying to fool me.
Oh yeah, then I must be rocking with I must be looking at OG Blippy because he with OG Mika.
And so it's two. When you start watching it, you'll realize it's another one because apparently the dude got so busy and he wanted to get off the road and stuff because he couldn't do the show and tour, right?
Making so much money.
Yeah, of course.
So much money.
I'm just gonna clone myself and hire somebody that looks very similar to me and can act just like me. Genius.
Annoying as hell.
Right.
Annoying as hell. Like, man, it's some coked up homeless dude on my TV. What's going on?
So Blippy might not have been the best example of like, how do you beef with somebody that it doesn't make sense? What's a better example of like, how do you beef with that person? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'll be fast forwarding through that joint. When one of the episodes, because I watch the Mika joints, and if it's an episode that come on with Blippy, I look at my son like, yeah, we got to go to the next one, bro. I'm not rocking with this. So tying it back into music, but still talking about my son, and I think I told you this the other day. My man has a healthy diet of music since birth. You know, everything from Dilla to Shaka Khan, Amar Jamal, yacht rock, everything, just classical jazz, everything. So my man is going through his electronic dance music, Calvin Harris type phase. I think he found his people, and I thought Afrobeat was like his favorite. He was all crazy about Afrobeat, but now, man, the way he going off about the Calvin Harrises of the world and stuff like that, my man.
Yeah, I called you the other day, and I was like, "Yo, it sounds like 130 BPM in major chords. What is going on back there? It sounds like an Aeropostale."
It was, bro. It was color. Yeah. When I met you in the summer.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of that going on.
Oh yeah. Y'all was over there jamming.
Yo, the beat, anytime it's a beat drop, he cracks up hysterically. Every one of those songs has a beat drop. So it's and then whenever it's a beat drop, my man just dies laughing. Yeah. So good times. Good times, man. Good times. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, that one, he's mine. The one that's bobbing his head going, every time a song come on. Or a good part of a song. Yeah, that's mine.
It's so funny. I don't know what it is about people who are producers. You could in the club. I know everybody that's a producer because we all bob our head a certain way. It's bro. It's so crazy, and I realize I do it and I don't know I'm doing it.
Yeah,
bro. I be listening to music and I'm doing this and I don't know that I'm doing it, bro. I be seeing so many videos and I'm in the background in the club and I'm just like doing this. I'm like, bro, I'm over here dissecting beats and stuff. I'm like, bro, why do I do this, bro? I think it's just a producer. And then I see Keys doing the same thing. Brian, he over there doing the same. Bro, we all over here thinking the same thing, think about the same part. I said, that's so crazy, bro. It's like we all get on the same accord, you know?
It's a dead giveaway. That, and you know the super dead giveaway when you see that hand go.
Oh, yeah, you got to do the chord. You know what I mean? If you're not hearing the chord in your head and trying to figure out with your hands, what are you doing, bro?
It's over.
Like, come on, dog. You know on Faith Evans, that chord go, that bridge, you got to do that face with that chord.
That should be the new producer greeting. You see a producer across the way.
You gotta do the snare. You know what I mean? Come on, you gotta air drum something. You know what I mean?
That's my joint. Oh, the snare.
Oh yeah.
What? And you got to make an ugly face.
Bro, I be DJing or I'm at the club. I be having the greatest time by myself, just listening to music, just like it, just vibing to the music. I had the greatest time.
Hey man, what a blessing it is to have that passion. I will say this. To be a producer means you have a thing that you love and you have a passion for it, and you are able to do something that 99.9% of the people in the world cannot do. And the last thing I'll say about that, so many people don't have a passion. They, go to work or they do whatever they do. They go home and they watch TV. Like they don't have like a thing. Being a producer, you have a forever thing.
Excited.
What forever?
You hear a bird make a random noise, you're like, I got it.
Oh,
I got it.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, that's crazy. So shout out to you for having something like that. Cause man, I couldn't imagine. I've never not had this thing for music. Like ever since I was, I think 6 or whatever, like music has just been forever my thing. Every day of my life. I couldn't imagine not having it. I don't even know what type of person I would be honest with you.
Yeah, I tried to get away. And I got dragged on back. It's like the horror movies, they grab me by the ankle. It's like,
You can't get away. Just mad nails going across the grass. They got him.
It would be so weird because I would I would do stuff and it's like out the blue music stuff would happen. And I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to do anything in music. I'm totally over here.
I remember. And hey, you're back again.
It just started becoming a point where it's like everybody's like, hey, bro, you seem crazy, bro. Like at this point, you just gotta pick up the ball and shoot now. I'm like, all right, we here.
Hey man, you back. You bike. You bike. Hey, all right, man. Let me see if we got something else because I got to get to this thing here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear that court rule with Meta on saying it's okay to train AI on copyrighted books?
No,
So
that's kind of scary.
yeah, so big implication for music coming down the pipeline. I'm just imagining. And they gave them the okay on that. Also, Warner Music and Bain Capital teamed up and are buying a bunch of catalogs.
Bro, when I said this years ago, people thought I was crazy. When I said, why do you think they buying all these catalogs?
Mm-hmm.
They're using this, bro.
Yeah, because you remember Cobalt. Was it Cobalt? No, what was the name of that? The
Cobalt's
Korean company.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, not Cobalt. The Korean people.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
I can't think of the name. But yeah, to me, it's like if you're buying catalogs, right? Most of the time when they get a catalog, what they do is they force it into syncs, right? And movie and stuff like that to make the value go up. So they make their publishing back, right? But also, if someone's going to pay me all this money for this training data and I can get all the top hits, I'm pretty sure that's pretty valuable. I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would think that's a bag. I would think, I know I'm not the first person to think of using catalogs to, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm pretty sure that's a,
it's a good bag.
Scary.
It's a good bag.
It's a little scary.
Speaking of scary, probably the scariest story of the week, and I'm surprised we didn't talk about this earlier. What's up at Spotify, man? So there are these artists that have been popping up and being suggested to people. You know where I'm going with this. And then the people are going to look at these artists' profiles, and they got 100,000 monthly listeners, all this type of stuff. And then people are like, wow, that's crazy. Let me go look further into what's going on. Come to find out, none of these people have any social media presence, no sign of nothing. And you know why? Not real. AI. Shout out to Velvet Sundown. That's the first group that popped up on the
that sounds like give me a name for a band in ChatGPT, and that was like the first.
Velvet
That's what it sounds.
Sundown. Yeah. So
that's terrible.
Let me tell you what's funny about that. For some reason, Suno, I know Suno does, but I don't know if it's just AI in general. When generating lyrics, they have a thing about the word dust. AI loves to use the word dust when writing lyrics. And boy, the dead giveaway, their first song is like dust on the wind. And it's just dust this and dusty as hell.
You know.
Yeah, so then it was another artist I saw, somebody else did a joint about them, and it was a single artist, but same thing. All of these, and the bad part is, on Spotify's part, they're blowing these people up so much that they're being suggested and they're being put in these playlists, and people are like, well, I've never even heard of this damn person. And then you look at their monthly listeners, and it's like like Drake status. You're like, for somebody that no one's heard of, that's pretty
crazy.
fishy. So yeah, it's one of the things where you're like, allegedly, but like, it's so far fetched. You're like, bro, you kind of know what's happening with it. And that's scary because if there's a pool that money is coming from, you know, that's where the bad part comes in, because now you got these artists that don't have to get paid. So essentially, I'm imagining, I'm no mathematician, but the company kind of is holding on to more money. And you start to flood the market with enough of these fake artists, man, you could do some real damage.
Me and one of my friends was talking about this, and I was saying, because he was trying to understand the point, and I was saying that it doesn't matter if you get 1,000 plays on a million songs. I mean, 1,000 plays on 1,000 songs, or 1,000,000 plays on one song, right? Long as if you get 1,000,000 across a bunch of songs, or you get 1,000,000 on one, it doesn't matter. It's still you get paid for that amount of views. So with AI, you could hit 1,000 here, 500 here, 10,000 here, but you could crank out so many.
Well, that's the thing. They're putting out albums like a couple albums a year.
They're flooding it. Yeah, it's like it's very similar to like, bro. It sounds like A/B testing with Facebook ads, right? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like that's what it sounds like. Like, we gonna put out a bunch of stuff. We gonna see what works. We gonna boost whatever works, and it's almost like a numbers game versus like a quality game. It's like, all right, we just gonna flood the market and see how many things we can get people to click, and then hopefully the winners float us to the surface.
It's terrible. By the way, the second artist, we need to do more research on the show. We do zero research. I don't remember this artist's name, but it was a black guy, the second AI artist, and the titles, everything was like super raunchy, and he kind of looked like a pimp on the cover. It was, I mean, it was a caricature of
the blaxploitation.
Yeah, and I only remember the name of one of the songs, and I can't even say it on this show.
Turkey.
Yes, yeah,
Hey,
so
not
it
this
was
show.
terrible.
If you can't say it on this show, that's crazy.
Well, one of the names of the songs was "Sweet Pussy." That was a single, and the albums are like "The Street Hustler 1" and "Street Hustler Volume 2," and it's terrible, bro.
Yeah,
it's
I can see that.
Terrible.
Yeah,
so
it's getting weird, man.
yeah, so they're gonna flood us with that, and then you're gonna look up, and it's gonna be more of that than real stuff, and then that's when we all in trouble.
I think it's gonna get even more algorithm. People are gonna make like say, okay, this is some real futuristic hyper, this me vibing type situation, right? But like, say someone's into anime, somebody's gonna realize, it's a market of Black anime rap listeners, right? They got this market share. I'm gonna generate a bunch of these AI songs that's targeted to Black anime, and they're gonna be a celebrity within that little micro thing, right? And that's all they care about, because it's not, you just got your little AI thing popping out there. They making money, you doing it, where you don't even have to.
Yeah, the rest of the world don't even have to exist.
It doesn't even matter. And you could keep going about your day because you don't have to really.
You can just keep doing the One Piece two-step.
Yeah, this is going to be very micro niche to me, because it's like, it's getting weird, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is. And to the people that are like, it don't really matter right now. Listen, you got to pay attention to stuff in the beginning. Don't wait until it's so far gone that it can't be turned around. And that's kind of, we're getting there faster than we think.
Yeah, man. See, that's why I can't. If I had the ideas that I have, and I was bored enough to do AI artist stuff, I would be making some crazy. I'd be doing some crazy rollouts.
Oh, I already know.
But yeah, I had thought of one just now. I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. But I don't even want to be on that part of history, bro. I don't even want to.
Yeah, man. Oh, in closing, I just want everybody in the hip hop and R&B space, all the artists, to know we are getting cooked by other genres in terms of names of groups and names of artists.
Yeah, it's been that for a while though.
Listen, going on this recent adventure with my son with music, I'm looking at these names. I'm like, they got some dope names. We still over here, little this and little that. Yo, they cooking us.
Tame Impala.
Facts.
Good.
Almost.
Bad, not good. Like, they got some names.
Facts, dog. Why is my phone ringing? I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb.
It's all good. I just marked it.
Yeah. It's all good. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I got the Erykah Badu. That's been my ringtone for 15 years.
It's been a minute.
It's been a long time. But yeah, I think that might be all the topics. If not, we could get to because I actually had one more, but I'm like, we ain't gotta do that one. Yeah. All right, so okay, we're gonna wrap it up for now. We got other cool stuff to talk about, but the best thing about being back, we're gonna be back
next week.
We'll be back in 7 more days, man.
And let's hope within this 7 days that a certain producer, which I won't say a name, doesn't anything else come up with AI, and we can stop talking about it.
Right.
Hopefully.
Right. Next week we'll talk about Allen Iverson if we want to talk about AI.
I saw him yesterday, bro. I swear I saw him yesterday.
What is going on?
Bro,
here?
I saw him yesterday. I was so happy, bro. Because you gotta think, I'm from Virginia. My cousin went to Beth. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to AI, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Destroying the music industry. How dare you know?
First basketball.
What did Allen Iverson do? You like
first basketball, now music. Yo, Allen Iverson might be responsible for a lot of the fashion and a lot of everything that's going on now. But listen, we can stay on here forever, but we gotta go. Man, listen, it's been another episode of Unquantized Podcast, and we will see you on the next one.
Peace.
Yeah.
You gotta stop it.
Oh yeah, dog. I'm still not used to that. Still knocking the dust off, man.
I still was like, I was over here clicking the joint. I was about to click leave.